Boruto episode 257 review. The title of this episode is Konohamaru becomes the Hokage. So starting off, we see that Naruto was asked to star in a movie. However, Himawari went on vacation, which would be around the same time that Naruto would do the shoot. And what I get from that is that Naruto, in my opinion, may be a bit strapped for chakra, as if these were back in the day when he had Kurama, he would just send the shadow clones, but as we can see, things have changed, as all things do with time. As Naruto decides to cancel on his daughter, Konohamaru suggests that he play the role of Hokage, which is probably a nod to future Hokage Konohamaru. Naruto quickly accepts, and I really love Naruto's reaction. It reminded me of how younger Naruto used to be. Also, I have to say, I like the way how Naruto and Konohamaru's relationship is still going strong. I mean, Konohamaru has been in the series from like episode 2, and that's a long way. As a matter of fact, he's been Naruto's friend even longer than Sasuke. Moving on, we see that Konohamaru gets to where they're shooting the movie, and we meet the cast, and they seem like alright people. I have to say, the guy that plays Kagemasa really needs to get his back checked out. It sounds serious. Also, I have to say, the guy that is playing Shikamaru was funny as hell with his impression. But when I did see the edited video, I was impressed. We then see that Konohamaru gets permission for the crew to shoot in the village, as the key to the studio has mysteriously gone missing, and I have to say, I kind of like those shots myself. It really looks like a cool movie. We then see that Gongoro, who is the boss, is not happy about what the crew did, going as far as to knock the camera out of the director's hand before receiving a nice hook to the jaw, sadly causing him to fire the whole crew. We then see the crew and Konohamaru go to a bar or a restaurant where you can clearly see that they're drinking. I mean, when did Boruto get so wild? At some point during the conversation, Konohamaru decides to quit the movie as well, but is told by the rest of the crew, as they still have loads of respect for Gongoro, to stay and do the movie, which I think is a real nice gesture. Moving on, again we see that the computer guy coincidentally gets caught by bandits at the bank, and we see that Konohamaru shows up to save the computer guy, acting as if he's the real Hokage. Also, it was funny when Konohamaru said, "What would your mom and dad back in the country think?" Only to realize that this dude's parents were right there with him. Also, we see the crew assemble almost like the typical crew breaks up then reunites to save the world thing. But I have to say, I did like the little fight, ending with Konohamaru's awesome Rasengan. We also see that the crew and Gongoro have made up, which I think isn't that surprising. And I really loved what the director said to Mr. Gongoro regarding the CGI and his reaction. Overall, I did think this was a good episode. Really looking forward to see what happens in the next. But that's all I had to say. Thanks for watching.